Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Savannah Rose. I make videos about living the brightest life you can, starting with what you have right now. And I've recently been doing that from the perspective of having bipolar disorder and how I've worked through that and been able to grow and get better and stronger and happier as a person. So we do a lot of empowerment here. And my last video was about why I don't shave my underarms as a girl, and people seem to really like it. So I kind of wanted to go along that theme and talk about why I live my life and I do the things that I want to do, and I speak up for and believe in the things that I want to believe in and that I do believe in, despite what anyone else says. Why I make confidence a priority in my life, and why I use that to continue to be myself and not listen to the opinions of people who I don't want their opinion. I think the first point most obviously would just be that, like, I want to live my life how I want to live my life. Who doesn't, right? But I have seen the people around me live and work lives that they don't really want to work. Family members that have dreams that they never follow through with, or work jobs that they're not super happy with but they just continue to do them anyways, or living in areas that they don't want to live in just because it's what's here, it's what they're doing right now, and it's too scary, it's too big of a change to take a step and move somewhere else or move into a different career, different profession, different relationship. I got into self-help very young, so my dad showed me The Secret when I was in like freshman year of high school. That was like my first exposure to it, and I got into Tony Robbins and Gary Vaynerchuk, and Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert is like my favorite book of all time. Oh my gosh. But like books like that basically told you, like, you don't need permission to be yourself, you don't need permission to live your life. And especially in the world that we have today, where the internet is full of people that want to tell people how to live their life and tell them how and who they can be and what they can do, and family and parents. I have a lot of friends whose parents really want them to go into a certain career or a certain path just because it makes more money. And it's just a lot of scenarios of like people spending years and years of their life, or tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars just to go to school, even if it's not something that they want to do, just because they want to please someone else, just because they want to please society, just because they want to fit that image of the person that they're supposed to be from other people's perspectives. For me, I would so much rather push through society, break down the walls, push past my family who I don't agree with, push past the opinions, and take the advice of the people that I want to be like, rather than take everyone's advice because, you know, you love them and they're giving it to you. Just because somebody gives you advice doesn't mean you have to take it, doesn't mean that that's the right answer. You want to take a look at the people who you're taking advice from and look at their life. Do you want to be like them? Especially when it comes to work, and you're going to spend so much of your life, 40 hours a week, sometimes more, working at whatever job you do or doing whatever it is you want to do. You don't want to spend it doing something that you're not going to enjoy, even if it does get you things on the back end you are going to enjoy, when you could find a job that makes you the money you want and makes you happy. When I was in high school, I started a blog, and obviously everybody in my family encouraged it, and they enjoyed my writing, and they enjoyed it as a little hobby that I did, and that was all well and fine. And then it came to a point where, like, I wanted to start a YouTube, and it was the same kind of thing. People were like, we encourage you, great, we're gonna watch your content, so cute, love that you do this, that we can keep in touch with you kind of like we do on Facebook and just watch your life and your videos. But when I said that I wanted to turn it into my life, it was no longer a cute little hobby. When you're doing something that wouldn't be considered like honorable, like going to school, when you're doing something that isn't like that, or isn't picturesque, or what people expect of you, they're afraid. And they're not afraid for you, they're afraid for themselves, because realistically it's not going to affect them all that much, and except for obviously certain people in your life, it's not going to affect them all that much, you know, what you do with your life. They're thinking of it from their own perspective. They're imagining, like, if they were to sell all of their things and to live in a van and move across the country, like, to be with somebody that they love, like, that's terrifying. That's a really far out prospect that not many people are open to doing, and they don't get it. And that's why they don't get it, because they can't even imagine, they can't even fathom themselves going through it. So many people have told me I could never do that, I could never imagine doing that. And like, if I thought about it, like when I was in high school and I had like a room and I had a whole bunch of stuff and my dad was taking care of me and I didn't have to think of that, I never would have. It wouldn't never have been like a consideration. But after the factors piled up, like moving to Texas and then moving back to California and then moving to Texas and then wanting to move back to California, or the fact that my boyfriend and I have been in a relationship for 3.5 years, 4 years in December, 4 years. It became so much more real. It became so much more of something that I wanted because I had a reason to fight for it. I have a reason to go for it. I love travel. I love my boyfriend. I want to experience as much as I can. My parents and a lot of the parents and older family members I have that have kids had kids really young and didn't get to do things like that. And I look at that and I'm like, oh my God, that's terrifying. Like, you guys all did this thing that seems absolutely terrifying to me. So I want to do all the things that I'm sure if you were my age and you had the opportunity to do something like that, you may have wanted to do it. Being the accident child, not, I was never told I was an accident, but like I was an accident, of my parents who had me when I was a teenager, younger than I am right now, I've been given a perspective that a lot of people don't have, which is that I don't want to miss out on the things that they missed out on. Not just because like of potentially having a kid, obviously I'm careful about that, but in the way of like, I want to go and see the world. I want to go travel. I don't want to waste my time living somewhere where I'm not happy, doing something that I'm not happy. I'm not willing to do that to myself. I'm not willing to sacrifice my own life like that just to fit society standards, just to have a normal 9-to-5, just to XYZ. As in my mind, as long as my bills are paid off, like I can move in a van to California, get a part-time job or whatever, have no rent to pay, and then just kind of like check it all off the list, and like I'm good, I'm solid. I've got the beach nearby, I've got my boyfriend nearby, I've got my friends nearby that I've grown up with, and just there's so much opportunity in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's ridiculous. I'm lucky in the fact that like for some reason my perspective has always been that I'm terrified of not doing the things that I want to do, of not creating the reality that I want for myself, because like life is it is very long. You can do a lot, you can make a lot of things happen in your life, but as far as we're aware, we only get one. I only get to live this life once, and I'm not willing to put it off. I'm 21, and even then I'm like, I want to be back in California already. I want to be living out of a van, building my business, making videos and content and creating a community with people. And even though I have all the time in the world, I am way more scared of the time that I spend doing what is not meant for me, what I am not meant to do, what doesn't inspire me, what doesn't light a fire inside of me. Like, the more time I spend doing that is the more time that I could spend doing something that makes me infinitely more happy, in a place that makes me feel infinitely more fulfilled, with more things that I want for myself. In terms of like my appearance, I've never really had an issue with the way that people talk to me. All of my issues that I've ever had have been intrinsic, like when I had bulimia, which I've never made a video about on this channel. So if you guys want to hear about my eating disorder story, let me know down below, and recovery and all that stuff. But I've never really had an issue with people saying to my face that I'm fat, that I'm this, that I'm that, because like I always just have told myself that I am beautiful, that I deserve to take up space. Even when I decided to do this, because of the fact that I have such a strong support system, besides the shock factor of when I decided to do this, most people were just supportive, and they were willing to learn, and they were willing to accept it, and now it's just a part of me. Like, I'll ask my friends, I'll ask like my boyfriend, and they don't care, because it's just who I am. I own it. I'm confident. I don't care what you think of me, and I never will. Some people have made comments about my body, saying that I'm fat, or saying that I'm going to the buffet, not the gym. And those ones do get to me a little bit, but I know what I've been through. I know that it's been a long time for me to build a better relationship with food and exercise, and that I'm working on it. Like, those people that say things like that and are rude and don't really care about me, don't know that I'm training for a 10K. They don't know that I do yoga at least every other morning for 30 to 40 minutes. They don't know that I'm working so much harder to get healthier, and that I drink all the water I'm supposed to, and like that I'm healthy. They just want to call things out cosmetically because it's a power trip for them. It's not about me. It's about them feeling not good enough about their own life, so they feel like they need to go and pick on me. I've had a really big dude tell me that I'm fat, and I'm like, focus on your own issues, dude. Like, if you're calling me fat, you're probably projecting on me, because realistically, I'm not. I'm a pretty average sized person. I was wearing this shirt when people were making comments about me, and no bra. So if I had a bra, like, we're fine. Slimming, whatever, it's because I don't want to wear a fucking bra. And it chunks a little bit down here because of that. And that's too fucking bad. Like, come on. I'm a pretty normal shaped individual. And if you don't think so, then you can kiss my ass. Anyways, this was a little bit of a rant. I was in a funk today and I really needed to just get out and make a video and kind of talk these things all out, because realistically, everybody gets inside of their own heads. Even the most confident people will start to beat themselves up, will start to feel depressed, will start to derail themselves. And it's really important to get back to who you are, get back to your morals, get back to whose opinion actually matters to you, the real you, not the you that's like feeling all down and low on energy because you either like a bad diet or haven't exercised, which has been me lately. But get back to who you really are and who you really want to be and who you want to grow into, and get back to work and get back to working on that better you. And for me, get back to working on this channel. That really means so much to me. Even though people are going to say what they're going to say about whether it matters that I'm making videos or not, or whether they're going to be anything one day, oh well, I don't really care. I would rather be doing this and maybe build a small community of people who care and to gain from my message and feel that much better about themselves than not have done it at all. If one person gains from this and decides that they like my stuff enough to join my community, enough to subscribe to the channel, enough to leave a comment that this video may have made their day or may have, then it's worth it to me. I love doing this. I love talking for people and I love you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you would like me to make a more organized version of this video that has like actual tips and tricks and things like that, or if you want to hear my bulimia story or things that have helped you to become more confident, so that I can make a video of all of the things that I hear from all of y'all to share with people. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to press subscribe so you can get notifications every time I post a video. I post weekly. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. I post weekly. I've been working on getting more regulated on when I post. It's just we're getting there. We're getting there. We're working. We're growing together. If you press subscribe, we can grow together. If not, then we can do it separately. It's cool. It's fine. I understand. Bye, you guys.